It is priceless to love and be loved in return, but for some of us, the journey to getting there is not easy. We have to go through a series of broken heart experiences, pain, unimaginable pain, and unexpected situations until we finally find that person. But what if you can actually avoid some of these pains? In today's video, I'll be sharing 7 lessons that everybody looking for love should learn. I encourage you to watch this video from the beginning through to the end. Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's amazing to see all of you. Thank you all so much, my wonderful subscribers. I love you all. If you are new here, my name is Rita Siong. I am an educator, public speaker, and the author of You Are Unstoppable. I share wonderful videos to educate, empower, support, and inspire you as you go out there finding love or being a mother or just life in general. I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that anytime a new video is up, you will receive an alert. The very first lesson I want to share with you is the journey to finding love is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon in the sense that it happens gradually. It is a gradual process. It takes knowledge acquisition, taking precautions, taking calculated risks. Simply put, it takes work. It takes a lot of time as well. So you would have to give yourself time to be able to get to that point where you find that person. It won't happen by a miracle. It would happen through putting in work, through putting in your efforts, searching, putting yourself out there before it would happen for you. Some people do experience love at first sight, but most of us, majority of us, we have to go through a lot and series of disappointments, heartbreaks, until we get to find that person who chooses us and whom we choose as well. That person who brings out the best in us. Lesson number 2. We all have different love languages. What makes you feel loved is different from what makes somebody else feel loved. So when you meet somebody, the person must have to speak your love language for you to feel loved. So if that person doesn't know your love language, it means you would have to keep moving. You have to keep going on and searching and looking for this person until you find that person who speaks your love language, who understands you, who makes you feel loved, and you in turn makes this person feel loved and also speak his love language. The question is, do you know your love language? If you don't know your love language, it is time for you to start assessing yourself to know what your love language is. There are books to read on what love language is. So go out there, explore, research, know what makes you feel loved so that when that person comes into your life, you know that he is speaking your love language. Lesson 3, we all define success differently. When you step out there looking for love, you also want to find somebody who is successful. Success is defined differently by all of us. To someone, success may mean somebody who has vision, someone who has great dreams, someone who has a career, a skill at hand. All right, to somebody else, success means somebody who is already made. His dream home is built, his car is there, his job is secured, everything is secured. What do you define as success? So as you go out there, don't use somebody else's success to measure your ideal partner. Else, you end up not finding the person who truly loves you and who will treat you well, because you are out there measuring this person who is a potential with criteria that is non-existent. So define what success means to you so that when you meet that person who is within your threshold of what success is, you are able to accept this person and, start life. Get in there, wait, an open mind of what success means. Don't limit yourself to what success is, because the person you might meet today and think he's poor, he doesn't have money, he's this, he's that. In the next month, in the next year, in the next 2 years, life can change for him. Things can change for him. So what do you define as success? That's a question I'm throwing to you, and I hope that you answer that question for yourself. The 4th lesson is the journey to finding love is a learning curve. It's a learning process. It is just a few people that step out there to find love and relationship, and the very first person they meet, it works, it clicks, it works perfectly, and that's it for them. But most of us will have to go through a series of failed relationships, even sometimes failed marriages, before we find that person who is truly ours. What you need to know is every broken relationship presents you an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. That is what it is. It gives us an opportunity to learn from the things that we've done wrong, things that we've done well, and things that we could do better. Also, be very willing and open to learning from people's broken relationship, people's experiences, people's disappointments. You don't necessarily have to go through this unnecessary disappointments yourself to be able to learn from them. Be open-minded to learn from other people's experience. As people share their experience with you, as people share their experience in books, in stories, in movies, and things that you watch, take clues from that to help yourself and use it to build your understanding of what relationship is and what it isn't, what it should be and what it shouldn't be. At the end of it all, always remember that you are the true judge of what you really, really deserve and what you really need in your life. The fifth lesson I want to share with you is that our individual journeys to finding love and marriage is unique. There are no two people whose relationship, journey is the same. It might be kind of similar, but never, never, ever the same. The way my father met my mom is different from how I met my husband. So don't create in your mind a limiting expectation for yourself, as in how you should meet your spouse or your partner. Don't limit yourself. Be open-minded. Sometimes you might meet him on your way to number two. You might meet this person just as you are on your way to the shop for grocery shopping, or just by accident, something happened somewhere and that person who helped you out might be that person that would become your life partner. You just never know. That is why you have to have a positive attitude towards people, and always remember that the people you meet on your way going are the same people you might meet on your way coming back. You never know. Be ready and open to respect and treat people well wherever you find yourself. So, my dear, stop dramatizing how you assume you are going to meet your spouse, and rather start focusing that energy and that enthusiasm on bettering yourself to possess the characteristics and qualities that this amazing person you're praying and looking for would be looking for. Lesson number 6 is beauty and handsomeness always lies in the eyes of the beholder. That is something I want you to keep in mind. Never ever look at yourself and say, I'm not beautiful enough, that's why I'm not finding my partner. I'm not handsome enough, that's why no woman is staying with me. That person who comes and appreciates you just as you are is on the way, is looking for you actually, whilst you're also looking for that person. Your path is just yet to cross. So do not get to a point where you tell yourself, I'm not pretty enough, that's why men are disappointing me. The person who truly loves you will never want you to change yourself for any reason before he or she accepts you into their lives. They'll love you no matter what. They don't care about how you look. What they love is not your physical appearance, but your heart, the person you are, what you possess, your values. That is what they'll fall in love with. So never ever be self-conscious and think that I'm not pretty enough or I'm not handsome enough. That's why I'm not finding love. That is not true. Never change yourself, who you are, physically or whatsoever, in order to fit into somebody's world. That person is not yours. Anybody who makes you feel like changing yourself, changing whatever you are, your shape, your size, your height, or whatsoever, to fit into their world, know that that person is definitely not yours. Your ideal man will never, ever, or your ideal woman will never, ever want you to change yourself into something else to fit in their world. They would appreciate you just as you are. And finally, lesson number 7, it takes maturity to navigate the terrain of marriage. Do you possess that maturity? That's the question I have for you. Even though it's a lesson I want to share, it's also a question that I want you to ask yourself. Do you think you possess the maturity you need to be able to maneuver in a relationship that is focused on marriage? Marriage is a lifelong thing. Marriage is an institution that we are not trained at all in any way before we get into it. You get into it to learn on the job. So do you think you have the maturity that you need to be able to navigate in a marriage, to handle your husband, to handle yourself in marriage, to handle children, to handle other responsibilities that comes with marriage? People who are married, your families and relatives and friends who are married, marriage. Ask them questions on concerns that you have, things that are bothering you about marriage. People who are truly married and are married with the right intentions, even though they are fighting, they would fight within and keep their, somebody will say, dirty linens inside. There are things that you can confine in people because you need support, because you need advice. Do you have the maturity it takes, okay, to handle a relationship that will lead to marriage and marriage itself? If you feel you don't have that maturity, begin to build yourself, begin to build this maturity before you even think about relationship and marriage. So, my lovely friends and families here on YouTube, marriage is a beautiful thing. Love is an amazing thing that I pray every woman and every man meets and finds someone who would love them and treat them so well, with respect, with love. That is why I'm sharing these ideas and knowledge and experiences with you. I hope it will go a long way to help you all. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all. If you are new here, hey, my name is Rita Siang. I am an educator, a public speaker, and the author of You Are Unstoppable. I share videos to inspire, to encourage, to support. So if you have enjoyed my video, I welcome you to please join this amazing family by subscribing. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that anytime a new video is up, you will receive an alert. Thank you all so much for your time. See you in my next video. Bye.